Welcome back to my favorite people, and thank you very much for watching this video. Last lecture, I touched SN1 and E1 chemical reactions, and I said the first step, it will be the formation of carbocation. And anything that makes the carbocation stable, it will facilitate the chemical reaction. So let's talk about the intermediate here and see whether we can make it more stable by doing some rearrangement. And one possibility is like you can move hydrogen or hydride or methide group to get tertiary carbocation instead of a primary or a secondary carbocation. In this case, we have a solvent. We are using heat also plus the solvent to speed the chemical reaction. This process, you can call it solvolysis. Solvolysis, whenever you have a solvent, and that solvent is going to facilitate to remove technically the halide from the system, and it will replace the halide at the end of the end, or it might actually take hydrogen from the system at the end, and it will give you a alkene product. So solvolysis, it will technically break the halide carbon bond. Okay, now first step of this chemical reaction, we're gonna get this intermediate, and our intermediate is going to be a secondary intermediate because the carbon was secondary, and here is a tertiary, and our tertiary carbon, and as you see, also is attached to hydrogen as well. Okay, and so I'm going to say plus bromide, and bromide will be -1. This is going to be a secondary, and that one is a tertiary, and here I have hydrogen. Okay, is there any way to make the system carbocation more stable? This is our intermediate. Okay, our intermediate is going to go through rearrangement before react with the nucleophile, and the hydrogen, it will move, and we get this product. So I'm going to put the hydrogen here. It will move as hydride. So this is going to be S-1, and hydride, it has to be just one bond from carbocation. And if I figure position of hydride, as you see, it's just one bond far from the carbocation, and it's sitting on a carbon that attached directly to carbocation. Now, what happened? I got an intermediate, and that intermediate is a tertiary carbocation. And this intermediate now is going to react with the solvent, and and it will give me this product. So I get this one, and we have water attached to the carbocation and attached to the tertiary carbon. This is a secondary, and of course, hydrogen, the oxygen is going to have a positive charge, so we need to have another water molecule to get involved and take this hydrogen out of the system to give us the final product. So the final product is going to be something like this. Okay. Now, oxygen has 2 lone pair, and this is a tertiary carbon, and alcohol, and the OH is attached to a tertiary carbon, so this is going to be a tertiary or tertiary alcohol. Now, what if we have methyl instead of hydrogen there? Okay, so now I'm going to add methyl to the system and see what will happen. Okay, I have a methyl there, and again, I'm going to repeat the same condition. I have water plus heat, so this is going to be a like a solvolysis, and we're going to lose the bromide. We will get a carbocation, and our carbocation is a neighbor to a tertiary group. Okay, this is a secondary, and that one is going to be quaternary technically. And because it is attached to 4 carbons, so be careful. Attached to 4 carbons, so we have 4 carbons attached to it. And okay, now plus the bromide. Okay, this one is going to go through rearrangement, and it will do 1 and 2 methide, okay, methide shift. So we're going to rearrange it, and the product we will get, it will be something like this. We put the bromide here. Now we have a positive charge there. Okay, and this is a tertiary carbocation. Remember, it used to be a secondary. And now let's introduce the solvent. This is our solvent. And the solvent, again, it will attack the tertiary carbon either from the top or from the bottom. It doesn't matter in this case. And what do we get? We get such a product. OH, I'm going to put it here. Again, this is a tertiary alcohol, and the tertiary alcohol is more stable. Why more stable? The tertiary carbocation is more stable. Why more stable? Because you have more donating group and attached to the carbon with a positive charge. And so in this case, you have methyl, another methyl, and you have isopropyl. So, okay, I'm going to say I have one, that's isopropyl. Second is methyl, and here methyl, and those are alkyl groups. Alkyl groups are electron donating group. Okay, so what does it mean? It means they're gonna chip some electron density to this carbocation. The more we have, the higher donation we can give technically the carbocation. And that's the reason tertiary carbocation is going to be the most stable carbocation between primary, secondary, between methyl, primary, and secondary carbocations. This case, okay, I have my bromide sitting on a primary carbon. So last example was secondary. If I go back again, this one also was secondary. The difference between them was we had a hydrogen, and next example we replaced the hydrogen with methyl. Now we're gonna say let's make the starting compound a primary, okay, primary alkyl halide, and that is attached to, let's say this in this case we have a carbon that's attached to 4 carbons. Okay, 4 carbons attached to it. Let's see what will happen. Okay, so my guess is like primary is going to be here. We have a primary. We're going to attack this one, and we will replace it with water. Or or we're going to say like, is there any chance to get like is there any chance to get, for example, elimination product? And in this case, it looks no. Why? Because I don't have hydrogen. If I remove this bromide, I don't see hydrogen there, so I might not be able to see any alkene product. Product. Okay, let's see what will happen. So first step, we go through this one. Okay, and I'm going to say a product that I see. Okay, this is the product that I expect. Okay, but I see one here, one that I did not expect it at all. And next thing is, if you zoom on it, you'll see that one is actually the only product we get. The one on the right, we're not gonna get it. Okay, so this one is not gonna happen. Okay, and the question is why that one is not gonna happen, and how come I get the one on the left side? Okay, let's try to answer it. Okay, so we're gonna start with this. We have bromide attached to a primary carbon, and this primary carbon, and this is a substrate. It will go through through solvolysis. In the first step, we get this. So we have a positive charge here. Okay, now that we have a positive charge, you will say, if I treat this one with, if I treat it with solvent, and our solvent is water, okay, I should get this product. Okay. But reality is not going to happen. Why is not going to happen? Because you have a primary carbocation. This one is really unstable. Okay, because it's unstable, it will go through rearrangement and before actually reacting with the nucleophile. So this one is not going to happen. Now, from this step, okay, from here, okay, so I'm going to say this pathway is not going to happen, and now we're going to go through rearrangement. Okay, when we go through rearrangement, we will get this. Let's rearrange this methyl group and move it to the primary carbon. So we're going to move it, and we will put the methyl here. Okay, if we put the methyl there, now we have a carbocation. That is a tertiary carbocation. Remember, used to be as the primary, now is a tertiary. Okay, next step, we're going to introduce. Okay, we're going to introduce the solvent. Okay, our solvent is water. It's going to get involved, and it will give us such a product. So, it will attach there, and now we have OH. And this alcohol, it will be a tertiary alcohol. Okay, so this is going to be the major product, and that one is not going to happen. Okay, this one is not going to happen. And why? This is the reason. The reason behind it. If you can form a carbocation that is more stable than the initial one, the reaction will do rearrangement before it gives you the final product. So, and if I want to summarize it, I get two products. One product is tertiary alcohol, and the second here, this one is a primary alcohol. Primary alcohol is, it will not be a product. And even if we get it, it will be really minor one. Okay, and, I know that I said we get two products, but in reality we don't see this one. Okay, we don't see it, so I'm going to say this one is not going to happen. And again, if you play with the temperature or solvent, whatever, if you for any reason get that product, is going to be really minor one, and this is going to be your product. Okay, so anything that make your intermediate stable, okay, it will drop the activation energy, and it will speed up rate of the reaction, and the reaction will go in that direction. And if you can rearrange hydrogen or a methyl to get the carbocation with higher order, do it, because that's gonna happen in reality. And thank you very much.